Good morning, Principles of Management. How are you? This is Mr. Argueta coming to you week number 5. Well done so far. I am excited to let you guys know that we are past the halfway mark. We have really, actually, after this week, we only have 2 weeks left. So I wanted to make sure I got this video out as soon as possible. It's going to be another busy week. So I wanted to get you guys the opportunity to get started as soon as you can. So guys, this week we're going to be addressing a couple of things. I am just want to make sure that you guys have the best start to the week. Chapter 9 and Chapter 10 we'll be dealing with this week, and we'll be talking about diversity in the workplace and in organizations and the benefits, that the advantages that comes with. And one of the things that we usually fall into the trap of thinking is that diversity only refers to like your what we call surface diversity based things, like your culture or your language, or just simple things. But there's more than that. There's our history and our background and our knowledge and education and all the different things that comes along with making us who we are, and the advantages of having a diverse mindset in regards to a workplace. What all that does for us, how it opens up our mind to different things. I like to compare it to the fact that, as I've mentioned, grew up in a Latino household, and I remember clearly the moment that I tasted a different food from a different country, which was Chinese food. I remember my sister came home with some Chinese food and told my parents. We were so accustomed eating our traditional cultural foods that we did at home, the rice and beans, as you can imagine, and the Hispanic plates. And my sister comes home one day. This is back in like the early or mid 90s, or 80s, excuse me, in the mid 80s. And she says, I ate this Chinese food. It's amazing. Try it. We tried it, and we're like, it blew our minds off, like it was such a great experience. And we started understanding that every culture has its foods and its different ways of doing things. And all of a sudden, I was blown away with just enjoying cultural experiences. So that makes, I believe, us a better person because we can understand people from a different perspective. We can understand how people process information. We talked about last week, Matt, the concepts of just understanding what we do in life and what makes us who we are. So I think it's important for you guys to really dive into this aspect of it, because it becomes an advantage in business to understand cultures and different backgrounds and not just see the world from one perspective. A few weeks ago, as you know, we had our conversation about ethics. So to understand, I'm not saying you have to subscribe to that. I'm saying you have to understand it. I'm not saying you have to say it's right or wrong. That's not the purpose of it. I'm not trying to convert you, convince you. I'm trying to tell you, open your mind to why people are the way they are. The next one is going to be about leadership, and I think it's really, really important for our managers to understand the difference between a leader and a manager. So obviously I gave you a video there that's going to help you sort of see an aspect of it, but then also for you to identify those differences between what makes a leader and what makes a manager. So let me know what your thoughts are in regards to that. And then I just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out. I appreciate it. I think it was Amy that said something that I thought was interesting. As I mentioned last week, I was dropping the lowest, grades on certain aspects of your grade, and many of you responded very kindly and thanked me for that, and I appreciate that. Thank you for your response to the video, especially because you weren't getting grade for it last week. This week we are back at getting grade for all of our work, so make sure you reply to 2 other students, your original post, and this video. But Amy said, just like in Finding Nemo, Dory said, keep swimming. That's great. I'm going to use that in my next video, Amy. Just keep swimming. Yeah, don't let this stop you. Whatever happened. Let's move on. Let's get to the finish line. 2 weeks, guys. 2 more weeks after this week. So we got 7 weeks in this course, and you're working on your final. So let's focus. Let's get it done. So today I got something interesting for you. This is it. This isn't a coffee tip, even though today I just had my regular Sumatra coffee. I'll show you that, but it's a it's also a Starbucks brand, but it's through the Nespresso. It's called Sumatra. It's nice and strong, and I like strong coffee, as you guys know. But this is the tip of the week. If you guys ever go to Trader Joe's, find yourself this Danish Kringle. Oh my God. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You will not be disappointed. It is one of the best things I've had. I enjoy going to Trader Joe's. I buy several products there faithfully, but the Kringle, it's a Danish Kringle. It's amazing. They make them in like Wisconsin, although they're not from, I guess, anyhow. They're made in like Wisconsin, but they're delicious. So if you guys ever find yourselves in Chattanooga and by Trader Joe's, go in there and buy yourself a Kringle. You will not regret it. Other than that, guys, I think that's about it. It's been a crazy, hectic weekend. I will share with you that I've been going back up to Chicago every weekend for the last couple of weeks. Have my father that's not doing very well, and just want to be there for him and spend as much time as I can with him. So I've been flying back and forth or driving up to Chicago the last couple weekends. I typically leave Friday afternoons and then I come back on Sunday afternoon. Friday I left at like 7 in the morning and flew in through Atlanta and then came back yesterday at about noon. So the weekend sort of seems like a big blur, and this week's going to be similar schedule. I'll work a couple trainings for corporate developments, and then I will obviously interact with you guys. For any questions that you have, please email me. And then on Friday, same thing. I'll be driving out this time to Chicago and coming back on Sunday, and it'll be a busy week next week, and so on and so forth. So, I think that covers it, guys. Yeah, this Sunday also Super Bowl Sunday. So if you guys are football fans, I'm sure you'll be watching that. I'm hoping to be home by then to be able to get to see a little bit of the Super Bowl. So we'll see how it turns out. But it's supposed to be a nice week. Get out there, get some walking through. My goals here has been to try to get at least a 10,000 feet or steps every day. I've been doing okay. Can improve, but either way, I think that's enough. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're doing good. Thank you for your replies. I appreciate them, and we will talk next week. Take care, guys. Best of luck. Have a wonderful time.